Hello and welcome to Devlog number 13. This one is taking place inside of After Effects because I wanted to break down some of the effects that I've put onto the CCTV videos and just go through the process of actually making them because it was a fun process and there was a lot that went into it. So this is my file. Essentially what I've got is one adjustment layer here which has all the effects stacked on, and I would have, so these are all my clips that I've got that I just recorded with my phone. I tried to put them in spots that made it look like a CCTV camera. That was the idea. So this is just an example of the hallway that I have. This is a default clip with nothing going on in it, just to show the effects that I've put on them. I can show, for example, the back garden as well. Like these are just all my clips. Yeah. So that was kind of the workflow where I just drag one in, export, drag one in, export. Maybe there's a better way to do it, but I didn't know how, so that's fine. Anyway, so this is my adjustment layer. It has quite a few effects, but I can quickly run through them. The first one is posterize. You can kind of see what that does. This is actually an effect that after learning about it, I've used it in a lot of stuff. So I've used it in these videos here, and I've used it in some of the other assets that I've ended up making for the game, because you can actually posterize stuff on Photoshop as well. So it's just a cool effect. I don't really know how to describe it, but you can obviously edit it quite a bit. So the levels, as you decrease the levels, it's like less steps that it takes, if that makes sense, to come out to the final result. It's hard to describe the effect, but it adds a cool kind of grunge, old looking effect, which I like. The next one is Venetian blinds, which I didn't know what that meant, but it is actually just the lines that go across the screen. Again, to give it that cool old retro CCTV kind of effect. There's a bunch of different things you can do to adjust it, like the direction, if I wanted them vertical instead of horizontal, the width of the lines, and how much they feather out if I wanted to have them be a bit faded or something like that. But again, simple effect. The next one is a 4-color gradient. This was because I wanted the clips to have a bit of a green tinge, just to kind of mimic that night vision effect. So in the positions and colors, there's 4 different colors that you can choose to basically be the colors that are applied to the video. So this is my setup of colors, just to give it a green hue, which reflects that CCTV night vision effect. The next one is levels. This one is a familiar effect since I've used it before in Photoshop, and it doesn't make too much of a difference. It was just to adjust the lighting because I felt like it was a bit too dark, but yeah, it is just playing around with the light levels. The next one is posterize time. So posterize time is one that only affects when the video is actually playing. So you can kind of see the way it's moving isn't smooth. So it does what the posterize effect does, but just kind of between each frame, which again gives it that retro CCTV feeling that we're looking for. And the final one is just the hue saturation. I just wanted to increase the saturation a little bit. Again, that one is very self-explanatory. But that is just a really quick breakdown on all of the effects that I've used on the CCTV clips. I just thought it would be fun to talk about them a bit because they are effects that I went on to use even more, posterize specifically, with my other assets for the game. So yeah, it was just fun to learn about them, fun to discover them. But that was just a small breakdown on the effects, and I hope you look forward to seeing them in game.